Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a full makeup tutorial doing my first impressions on a bunch of new products that I just got. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the video. This is on my social medias. If you want to follow me, great. If not, you do you. So the first product I will be using is my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Hydrating. I use this. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of it, but I will give it another try before I completely discard it from my makeup routine. And I'm just rubbing that all over the face. Next thing I'm using is my Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation. I love this foundation. It is awesome. I had to mix two shades because I'm not as dark for my darkest shade for foundation, and I'm not the lightest to use my lightest shade, so I have to use mine and my mom's, but they're both the same foundations, and I'm just mixing them right now with a eyebrow brush at the very end, and I'm taking my beauty blender, and I'm just dabbing it in there, and then I dab it into the lid, as you can see, and then I dab it all over my face, and I just use the bottom end of my beauty blender. I really like this foundation. It's very medium to full coverage. You can build it up if you want. I have it to where it's like medium, mostly light foundation coverage because I like to see some of my freckles shine through, but that's just me. But like you can do whatever you want to do. And I make sure I blend that to my neck, and I use my eyes to prime them a little bit for later on. Next, I'm going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I love this concealer. I used to use it all the time. And since it's a first impressions, I didn't want to use my Shape Tape. So I'm just using my beauty blender to blend that all out, and I'm putting them all in the places that I normally put concealer. It's very lightweight and it doesn't crease. And then I'm putting it on my eyes so that I can prime them later so I don't have to use an eyeshadow primer because I'm not really a big fan of eyeshadow primers. Next thing I'm using is my Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And, well, it's loose setting powder in the shade Translucent. I'm just packing that underneath my eyes and anywhere I put concealer and anywhere in the summertime where I get a little bit oily. And right now I'm putting them on my smile lines because they're just horrible, but no matter how many types of setting powder I put on, it will always crease in my smile line, so there's nothing I can do about it. That is a Kat Von D brush, and I'm just using it all over my face to put the rest of the translucent on. This is my Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in the shade Baked, and I'm just putting this on my cheeks to start bronzing, and then I will also put it on my forehead, and I put it all over my forehead, and I connect the lines, and I put it on my temples, and then I use my beauty blender to blend it out. Now I dab it, and I also rub it in. That's just how I use it. You can blend it any way you want. My hair literally kept getting in the way, and it was so annoying. The next thing I'm using is my Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is just a nice bronzer. It's kind of orange tone because I'm a little tan right now, so I would like it. And this is a Luxie Precision Foundation brush. I use it for bronzing because I think it's better for a bronzing brush than a foundation brush, but that's just my opinion. And I'm just putting it on top to set my cream bronzer. And I'm also making sure that it's even on both sides because that side was not as even. And I'm using my beauty blender just to buff it out a little bit. The next, I'm going in with my NARS blush in the shade Deep Throat. And I was putting that on the apples of my cheeks and not really like brushing it out like I normally do because it is the summertime and my cheeks are already a little bit rosy. Now I'm grabbing my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I'm just going to set my face before I go into anything else. As you notice, I didn't do foundation, not foundation, I didn't do highlighter yet because I do that at the end. And then I just use my beauty blender to blend it all in. Now I'm using an Anastasia Beverly Hills 12 brush, and I just go over my eyebrows. And now this is the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 1. And then I go back in with the spoolie, and I just fix it up because sometimes it gets a little too messy. Now I'm doing my eyes, and this is in the shade Heavens All Over. Now I'm doing the shade Nudie as my main crease shade. And the next shade I will be going into is the shade Honey Butter. And I'm going to add that to deepen up my crease shade for my transition. And now I'm going in with the shade Makeup and Chill, and this is going strictly in my crease in the outer corner, and I'm just blending it out. Now I'm going to be using a different brush and a little bit of M.A.C Fix Plus, and I'm going to spray the brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Moonbeam, and that is going to be the shade all over my eyelid. Now this palette that I'm using is the Too Faced Natural Love palette, and I am obsessed with this palette. This is my Cosmetics Illustrative Eyeliner. I am honestly not the biggest fan of this. I'd rather use my Kat Von D tattoo liner because this is just really hard to work with and it's not waterproof, so it really smudges. Now I'm going in with my foundation, oh my goodness, my mascara. This is the Tarte 2-in-1 mascara. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush and my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost Peach Goddess, and I'm putting that all over my face because I love it. Now I'm lip lining my lip with MAC Lip Liner Strip Down, and then I will be going in with the shade Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. All these products I honestly loved. I have no problem with any of them. My favorite products I think that I used are my Jeffree Star, and I didn't use like a full coverage foundation because you can still see my freckles a little bit, which is okay. Let me know what video you guys want me to do next, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys!